have similar interests, but I think at the end of the day, she denies that there was any spiritual or emotional abuse because I think her personality and her desires are so in tune with my parents. She never rebelled. So she doesn't see that you had to be, like, it's kind of like your parents force you into a circular hole and you have to fit into it.
Yeah.
Well, she went involuntarily, so she denies that any coercion was necessary. And I said, if you only read and take in Christianity, you cannot say you made an objective choice to become a Christian. It doesn't,
right.
like, you don't know anything else. You didn't choose nothing. That's Stockholm Syndrome is whatever she chose. And she looks at me like, what are you talking about? And I said, it is not normal for your parents to get you to change by taking off your door for a month. Yeah, that was an interesting conversation. Yeah. Conform or else. I mean, my sister grew up without most of her toys because with a learning disability, she couldn't sit still long enough.
So she couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, it took her several years to catch up. I mean, she barely passed the state qualifying exam back during the homophobic George Bush time, where all kids had to pass the No Child Left Behind. Yeah, so instead of letting people with learning disabilities slip through the cracks, we're going to force them to perform like everyone else. Oh, yes. I still don't know what those tests were.
Right. When you look back at it.
Yeah, and if you live in Alaska, you can't take a test that the other 48 states take. We don't even know what certain things are. Like, when do you think an Alaskan sees a cruise yacht? Like, a lot of the questions we had on the test, we didn't even understand. It's a whole different environment up there. I got out when I was just shy of 25, and they tried to keep me from leaving home. I mean, if getting a job, like, my relatives sabotaged me for several years trying to get a job. Yeah. I finally got out, and I was in Alaska for a year, and then I moved to the East Coast, Kentucky. Yeah, that's liberal. And the whole time I was doing my plan to leave, they're saying, well, God's telling us He doesn't want you to move. And I said, when you were 19 and recently married, you and Dad chose to move away from your parents from Ohio to Montana. How is that any different than what I'm doing? We feel God's leading you to stay here. And I said, you make me stay here, I might hurt you. You keep someone in an icy place. I've seen The Shining. I mean, they tried everything to talk me out of leaving. Like, you're leaving the spiritual umbrella of our family. You're rejecting us. And I said, I'm just moving to the other side. Like, half of my siblings are on the other side of the U.S. Are you saying they're all living outside God's will? Like, come on. When I finally said I am moving